I'm um um
Oh no.
um no, 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 that's not what
Take three.
Day three.
It's okay, it happens.
Yeah, all right, everybody, hello. Oh my God. Walter, thanks so much for being here. My name is Morningstar. I am
Hello.
your host. Yes, привет, Walter, привет. Thank
Yeah,
you so
hello, thanks for
much.
having me.
So, how are you doing today?
Well, pretty okay. Glad to be here.
Yes. No,
Thanks for inviting me.
but thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on to the second edition of A Rising Star. But yes, so well, I guess we'll start with the first question, which I tackle everybody with it. Everybody with it. So obviously, for those of you who have not realized, Walter here is a VTuber, and what made you how did you end up here? What made you become a VTuber?
Well, multiple reasons, really. The first is I just wanted to make more friends, and I have a certain wish to put out something that people would enjoy and something to, you can say, to be seen. At least left some kind of mark on the world, so you can say, and maybe achieve some great things with it.
Did you see that?
Yeah, yes. It's probably one of my moderators decided to joke a little bit.
No, I don't think so. I just did a I will link your profile here and there during the show. So it's probably someone who followed you. So thank you so
Hmm.
much
Oh yeah,
for
thanks.
for supporting Walter and listen to his voice. Listen
Ah, thank you.
to his voice. Oh, so that's amazing. That's really amazing. And how long have you
Mhm.
been streaming?
Well, I was streaming since I think December of the last year, so for almost a year.
Oh my God, so that means if you know your the actual date, maybe we could expect a 1 year special stream from Walter, perhaps? Hmm?
Yeah, I have a date written somewhere on my YouTube channel
Oh,
because first I started streaming on YouTube first, but then transitioned into Twitch because, well, I just decided that Twitch is a way better platform for this.
yes, yes. Well, in that case, can I ask you your opinion? Like, what was the advantages that brought you over to Twitch, rather than YouTube?
Well, on Twitch, how should I say it? You're more visible on Twitch. At least it feels like it. There's more possibilities for interactions. It's easier to set up the streams and special things for streams and multiple other things, and it's just more comfortable on Twitch rather than on YouTube.
Yes, yes. I understand what you mean. Like I don't want to talk down, let's say YouTube streamers, YouTubers. But yes,
Mhm.
it's like when I go on YouTube and I want to do like channel points or stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, I can't. I just have to look like a good little boy. Eh. Oh, that's really interesting. Because I've also thought about. I'm pretty sure everybody thought about which platform is better, especially since Twitch recently just decided to change the cut, right? Instead of when
Mm.
when you reach Twitch partner, now you will not receive 70% of
Oh
your
yeah, I heard
you
about it.
yeah, so you only
It's
receive
used to
50.
be 25%, now it's 50% for everyone.
No, it used to be 70 when you
Oh,
are a
oh,
partner. Yeah, yeah. So you got
okay.
70% of all your subs, but then now you get only 50%. But if you
Oh,
go to YouTube, it's 70%. Ah.
yeah.
So yeah, it's I don't know why they did it. When there's another platform like YouTube that's super huge, and they're not perfect when it comes to the streaming side,
Mhm.
but they keep on improving.
Yeah, I think still both. platforms have their problems and advantages, but still I prefer to stream on Twitch, no matter what. At least for some time, at least for now.
We have someone in the crowd said something very interesting. The problem with YouTube is that you won't grow inherently just by streaming. I wonder if it's because, let's say, YouTube started off with like, videos, right? Now, and I feel
Mm.
like YouTube understands what the meta is, and now they started what we call YouTube Shorts.
Well, also, I think it's more because of the tags and categories. As I said before, you're way more visible on Twitch because someone can just stumble upon you by just looking for a specific category or through a specific game. That's how I found some of the other streamers and VTubers that I watch right now. But
Yes.
yeah, it's way harder to grow on YouTube, I think. It
Mhm.
started, I got way more viewers after I already started on Twitch.
Yeah, yeah, it's I don't know, it's really interesting like how to make like a how do you want to calculate that,
Mm.
it's really interesting,
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
oh sorry, go ahead.
yeah, I just wanted to say both platforms have a lot of, you can say, invisible statistics and works that really um, decide how you're gonna grow and how fast you're gonna grow. And you can't really properly watch over all of this.
Yeah, you really have to like keep an eye. When I see people on Twitter just show like their analytics, I'm like I don't look at that. I should, but I feel like but I rarely look at that, It's So I've seen that you have a an emote. Now this is a personal question that I've had for the longest time. One of your
Mhm.
emotes, you're holding a gun, and is that tied to your lore? And in fact, I if you have a lore, I,
Well, I actually have a lore. Well, about the lore. Right now, it's pretty basic lore. I still working on it.
Mhm.
I have a basic premise. I have, well, it pretty much completed, but still, ironed some things out. But the thing with the gun, at some point, Walter this was just obsessed with revolvers. I still am. I love revolvers. I love the guns. And one of those, I just once found a meme like delete this, and decided
Yeah.
to quickly slap it together in Photoshop and make a emote out of it. It was a combination of one of the fan arts that was gifted me as a birthday present and just a PNG of a revolver I found.
Oh yeah,
And
it's
everyone liked it, so I leave it there.
oh yeah, like for everybody who like wants to be uh well actually it doesn't it's not only like VTubers but like even streamers out there, actually even YouTubers. What's amazing is if you're able to have like these inside jokes, like memes, but like
Mhm.
that were like born on your streams, And
Yeah.
I say like if you're able to embrace them because you can't force them as well. Like I knew this, and I remember when I started, I wanted like my own little inside jokes, but it was hard. Like every something funny would happen, I would keep it up. But like the next stream, if I talk about it, it wasn't as funny. So I was like,
Well, it have to come to you naturally.
yeah, yeah.
Like I have some specific inside jokes and memes on my channel
Oh, really? Can
that's specifically tied to some of my certain viewers, like, and that keeps stealing my socks,
oh.
eating them. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, now you actually just made me realize every time you show up, this has become a thing. Everyone says Привет. We even have like a
Oh
channel
yeah.
a channel redeem.
I
Привет.
really appreciate it every time. By the way, it feel makes me feel welcomed and a little bit happy that I showed up.
No, it's it's I appreciate it.
Yeah. Still, thank you for it.
Mm.
Thank you.
So yeah, I'm not I'm not up to speed with all your inside jokes, but some people in the crowd seem to be seem to love your socks. But we'll leave it there for now. I'm not sure what's
Okay.
going on. But yes, yes, the inside jokes, the privyets. One of them that I keep a lot, and it's if we're playing like a shooter game, and even not just a shooter,
Mhm.
but it's like every time we lose the first game, which happens a lot, it's like a rule. It's a general rule that the first game never counts. It doesn't count
Well,
unless
you
it.
funny, funny should say that we have the something like that in my channel. Like one of my moderators, when we lose the first game, he always said the first one is a training one, so
Yeah,
it doesn't count.
yeah, yeah. And unless you win, unless you win.
Yes, if we
Oh,
lose, it doesn't count. If we win, we win.
yeah, exactly. Like, or have you ever heard like, if you lose, the enemies are all sweaty, but if you win, the enemies are all noobs.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Someone threw in a poem that says, let me read it for you.
Mhm.
Proper squat, Slavic brat, heels in the sky, Western spy.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God!
Ah, this is the classic.
Is there a story related to that?
Nah, it's just one of those hard bass songs
Oh really?
that's pretty popular among the Slavic population.
Okay, and here I am just like reading it super slow. Okay. Oh my God. So, um, okay, so obviously you are a VTuber, but
Yeah.
unless you already reached it, what are your big goals? Do you like what are your big goals, your big milestones in your VTuber career?
Well, the big goals, well, I think it's goal of pretty much every VTuber is being able to do this full time and make money on it.
Hmm.
And just become properly popular and make a lot of nice VTuber friends and just friends. I guess the end goal is popularity and power.
Wow, let's go. Oh my God, I've never heard that in that way, but yes, yes. It's kind of normal that why not, right? Why if we love this and it's
Mhm.
possible, it's possible because of like big VTubers out there, but why not strive for, hey, if I can make enough to sustain myself on this.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for the привет.
Thank you.
Um,
Well, as the old saying, if you love doing something, just make it for money.
or okay, I thought, have you ever heard the if you work in something you love, you'll never work another day in your life.
Yeah,
Yes, yes, it's exactly that.
very true.
But I do hope you'll be able to,
Hmm.
become way bigger. Okay, this might sound biased, guys, but for real, like his streams are really, really fun, and it's
No,
always it's
thank you.
always so fun to see the contrast, right? Walter plays a lot with in collaborations with people of all shapes and sizes, and shapes I have no idea how they look, but and sometimes when it's very, very active, people are screaming left and right. Even if Walter is fighting for his life, he's always still like he's always still cool, cool, calm, and collected, and it's amazing. Like how do you do that?
I don't know. It just, for some reason, it's naturally like that. Even if something extreme is happening, I'm just gonna stay calm.
Hmm.
It goes as well in natural life as well. I still remember how one of my teachers in university used to say stuff like that. There's two guys arguing around him, he just sitting in the middle and smiling,
And
while
then
everyone else is screaming.
and did that did that stop the arguments or?
Nah, it just make the all everyone who's arguing around me look stupid.
Yeah, like there's a video, I don't know if you saw it. It's like a fight that's about to break out in the metro, right? These two
Hmm.
guys are getting really, really close, and you're like, oh my God, they're gonna fight, and they're starting to push each other. And there's a guy like with a bag of fries, and he just like he can yeah okay, you know what I mean, like he just walks between them. He does it, and he just continues eating his fries, and the two others are like, what do I do now? Like,
Yeah, just a man with the fries.
just a man with the fries. Just let the man be.
Hmm.
Oh my God. This mug has like an infinite amount of coffee.
Exactly. Let me just. That's nice.
So, okay, so another question, another very popular question is, are there any VTubers you look up
Well, I'm gonna be honest. There's two in particular. There's a Ukrainian VTuber called Moonspidey. I owe her a lot. Most of my current viewers and most of my current popularity is thanks to her. She really helped me grow and she really helped me to get to the Russian scene of the VTubing. And I really owe her a lot. And the second one is you, actually. Your dedication, your hard work, and your support, everything to look up to.
Well, thank you very much. I do my best. All right, let me. Oh no, wait. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I have
and
no
yeah,
idea.
and also, yeah, thank you for all your support. And I guess I owe you a lot as well because without you, I wouldn't have so much popularity in English side as well. And you just been a great friend in general.
Someone, I don't know what this means, but someone says, "Wow, oh my God, he doesn't thank Vitas for like inspiration."
What?
Vitas? Is that a is that a VTuber? Or is that like the singer Vitas?
Vitas. Oh,
Is that
I remember the singer with us, but I have no idea if they talk about
Oh, the
him.
singer? Oh yeah, he oh my God.
Yes,
But why did Vitas just
yes,
come
the
out?
one.
Yeah. Why did what? I have no idea. Is Vitas a
Uh,
VTuber? Let's go.
nah, nah. I think it's a singer, but I don't know. Maybe they mean some other Vitas.
But if anybody can be like a VTuber. Like, you know, when you go to the gas station and you see like the big guy, I don't know why I said, nothing, but you know, a big guy with like an undershirt and it's like there's just like a coffee stain. But I mean, you
Mhm.
know, maybe he's like in Hololive. You don't know. And that's that's amazing, you know?
Damn, that's kind of reminded me of something. There's a VTuber. I don't remember her name, but it's a some kind of a Japanese VTuber that use one of the stock models from the 3D camera programs, and the model of some kind of a video game marine with the beard and a gun, and she speaks in a cute voice, and just the contrast is always hilarious. Like this giant muscular dude with the beard and a cute Japanese voice.
Oh, okay. So, oh, okay. So the model is not a cute girl necessarily. It's like a big manly guy, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. There's one I know. It's their name is oh, what's the name? It's like
Hmm.
oh, it's something like Saint Clair. Like that's their last name. And like, you know, they refer to themselves as a girl. They have a girl model, but the
Mhm.
voice, it's like oh yeah, it's like, "Hey guys, Contatsu Sinclair here for another anime review. Okay, today we're gonna
Nice.
be anime review the Naruto." And it's like it's so funny, and like the also like the things they the things they say is also really good. But oh my God, it's so good.
Mhm.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, yeah.
contrast can be funny sometimes like that.
Yeah, I remember speaking of contrast, one of the first when I started like understanding what raid was, and you know, I was looking through because I was looking through like just random, you know, VTubers because no one was online when I wanted to raid, and then I see
Mhm.
like I see this female model. You guys know where this is going, right? I see a cute female model, and she has like two like huge like really big like insane. It was so big
A
like
good set of
re-
bazankers.
uh,
A good, nice set
Yeah,
of Bazanka
like
songs.
her personality was so yeah,
No, personality, of course, yes.
yeah,
Personality,
yeah,
yes.
personality.
Yes.
What we're not talking about anyway. So,
Yes, personality, yes.
and then it's like I raid them, and oh my god, I gotta find them again. But I read them, and then the voice, I don't know. I expected like a cute girl like "Hey, me, 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 me." Okay, that's not cute. That's just annoying. But like the
Mhm.
the voice they had was like it was something like "Hello, my name is Codplayer 1995. Thank you so much, Morningstar, for the follow.
Oh,
I am a VTuber from and it was so funny. Like, oh my
yeah, it
god.
reminded me of something as well. There used to be another VTuber with a female model and a male sounding voice, and he was I don't I don't remember, I don't know, or it was he or how they call them,
Hmm.
but they were approached by a advertising company, and they were speaking like, "Hello, we like your nice female voice, and we like to for you to advertise this line of family products." And they were like, "Have you actually watched the stream? I have a male voice."
Oh,
And they
so
were,
they
"Oh,
didn't.
sorry."
Oh no, they didn't watch the stream.
Yes, they they only saw they only
The
saw the
model.
model and didn't actually listen it to the stream.
Oh my God, it would have been like amazing if the person, like the streamer, just didn't say anything, and they're like, "All right, look at this cream. You put it on your legs,
Oh
and
yes.
then you just put it on. Oh,
Yeah.
see, this is my legs. This is no gorilla legs. Believe it. You gotta believe it. You gotta see it to believe it." And like
Nice.
the company's like at first
What have you
they
done?
yeah, but then they just see like like the sales going up. Oh my God, we need we need more. Oh my God.
Mhm.
So what is the best thing? The best thing that you enjoy about VTubing? The best, I don't know, the best thing.
Well, it's interacting with the audience. It's always nice to talk to people who watch you. It's always nice to talk and hang out with other VTubers. It's just amazing. I don't even know how to properly describe it, but it's just nice to hang out with people who like something you do.
Ah, yes, it is. In all like the jobs out there, we'll be real. Streaming is like probably the most easiest, the most fun, especially if especially if you actually do make it, right?
Mhm.
You, yeah. Of course, there's a whole hidden side. Like, if you just wake up every morning, sit on your butt, because I don't know, unless you sit on your face, but whatever. You sit on your butt and you play a game. If you make it, good. But the other truth is that's usually it's gonna take a lot more than that. You know, it's not. I understand there's this misconception where, especially like the young ones, they look at a stream or like they look at big streamers and they're like, well, they're making money by playing games. And I play games. I might as well make bank, And it's like, nah, there's the whole interaction. There's the whole
Yep,
there's a whole improv to the whole thing. It's
it's
like
a long way up there.
yeah, and the entertainment side, like I wish it was more known than this, you know? I maybe it's supposed to be obvious, why? But no, you have to be, maybe streamers should just be called like entertainers. And maybe more people who want to get into streaming will kind of like slow down and be like, wait a minute. So I don't just need a Steam account? Like, no, no, you need to you need to like bring the crowd. You need to make them you need to make them have fun. And it's not
Yeah,
you playing this fun game. Like you have to make it fun for them as well. But it's a whole thing.
yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
You have to make the viewers worth it to be there.
Yeah, because they could do anything in their day, anything, but they're here watching you. And
Exactly.
that always means so much to me. That always means so much to me.
Yeah. Always happy to see someone.
Yeah,
I mean, in the chat or just in general
in life.
on my stream. Yes.
He goes to get groceries. Oh my God, there's someone.
Oh my.
Ooh, but yeah.
Somebody's watching me.
No. So, what is the thing? What is the thing you've achieved up to now in your
Mhm.
streaming career, or even, not even in streaming, if you want to talk about something in your life, what is the an achievement that you've done, but you're very, very proud, or even like the most proud of?
Well, so far I'm proud I finally make it. Not finally, just make it to the affiliate on Twitch. It was at first it was really hard to me to get it, but with the help of, as I said before, Moonspidey, I was finally able to make it. Not only to make it, but actually keep the audience from all of this. And I'm just proud of the fact that there are people who are watching my streams and there are people who like to hang out and just in general be around and hang out at my streams. Yes.
Hmm. And for the people out there, this is something I'll I'll say a lot. For the people out there who want to become a VTuber, or you're already a VTuber, but you just started, um, don't worry if people are if you're like your viewer count is zero. I know it hurts. It hurts. It's like emotional, but you will recover. Don't worry about it. Do something. Do yourself a little favor. A little favor. Go on your Twitch channel or your YouTube channel. I don't know about YouTube, probably, but yeah, go watch your VOD. Look at all your VODs. Look at the amount of views because the views that you get during a stream doesn't count in those views. Once you finish the stream, yeah, then it's gonna start at zero. Now look at those numbers. There are always people watching, and that's why I always tell people another little trick is talk. Always talk. It doesn't matter if no one is watching you. It doesn't matter if chat is quiet. Always talk. Could you imagine opening the radio and then someone says, oh, someone's there. Yeah, it's actually really rainy outside. Like, so bring an umbrella.
Well, yeah, it's. I think it's a right. Um, I think it's a right thing because you have to always at least assume that someone is out there watching. You have to at least assume that someone will watch it right now or later, so there's will be something to
Hmm.
fill in the hole, so to say.
Yeah, and
Not just empty moments.
like the little mistake that some people make is they see the viewer count, which is not always accurate. Let me tell you that.
Mhm.
They see the viewer count is zero, and then they see it one, and then when it becomes one or whatever, they're like, oh, hi, But the thing is, like, you might miss those people. You want them to, like, when they join, you're already in the middle of a sentence, and you're like, I pooped my pants. It was so warm. It was comfortable but uncomfortable. Have you? And that's what that's what has to happen. So always keep talking. 'Cause it's like, okay, I know a YouTube video is a video, but it's the same. It's the same thing. They don't know when you click away, and they don't know. They always keep talking. But once again, it's more like the VODs. Talk for the people who watch the VODs.
Yep.
Um, you
Keep the
know,
engagement.
I've watched a lot of VODs, and to me, what's really important is like the beginning. And there's a lot of one there's a lot of VODs where it's like the 10 first minutes, and that's when like the model appears, right? The stream starts, they're already playing the game, and but they're
Mm.
not talking. But it's like, no, no, make an intro. Just say hi because there's someone that watches the VOD as, someone will watch
Yeah.
the VOD, yeah.
At least do something at the beginning.
Hmm. So, and also it's like it doesn't matter if one person is watching you, two. Just always imagine yourself talking as if you're in front of a hundred people. There's a little proverb I really like is it's when you think of music instruments, it works a little better, but it's like uh, practice like you're the worst and play like you're the best. And I love that so much.
Interesting.
So let me go see my little list that's not on paper. Okay, yeah, we've done it. What?
Yeah.
Okay, now, okay, we've done it. Okay, 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 okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, oh, ah, okay, okay. This. So without thinking of the complicated stuff like the money or your
Mhm.
job, your days off, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Hmm. That's a really difficult question. But I have a certain dream. I always wanted to visit Canada,
Oh,
the Leaf Dream.
the leaf dream.
I don't know why, but I always wanted to visit this place and just have a certain feeling that maybe I will be feeling like home there. I don't know.
Oh,
I just have that weird feeling.
have you ever visited Canada before?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting to hear, you know.
Mm.
And what about, I have to ask, what
Mhm.
about, do you have any interest in Japan?
Yeah, actually, yes. And maybe, yeah, it's second on the list. I actually really wanted to visit Japan, but
Oh,
I have no idea about Japanese language, and I really haven't even started to learn it.
I mean, I feel okay. I might be wrong, so take this with a grain of salt
Hmm.
or sand. I'm not sure what's the proverb.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand. So I assume, I'm pretty sure that if you go to Japan as a tourist, you'll be
Mhm.
okay with English. Don't worry about it.
By the way, about that, I actually know a couple of people that work in Japan as waitresses,
Oh,
and they don't know Japanese as well. So yeah, maybe there's probably certain areas that you can be with just English and do fine.
yeah. Oh, it's like I once visited Thailand and we don't know anything except hi, and then I learned that I was saying it wrong anyway.
Mhm.
Hakum kap, hakum karap. It's like it depends like if you're talking to a man or a woman. So complicated. But yeah, anyway, it doesn't like all we did was speak like English, you know.
Mhm.
But yes, like someone in the crowd says, there are tourist friendly locations.
Yeah, I think every country have a let's just say tourist kind of town or area that you can just simply use English only and be fine.
Hmm.
I think plenty of places are accommodating for that.
And when it comes to Japan, are there like any specific areas, or you just want to go to Japan? Just let's go.
Well, yeah, just in general, I don't know any specific places that I would hope to visit, except maybe
Akihabara.
a capybara spa. Yes.
I thought you were gonna say Akibahara. Akihabara.
What?
Akihabara is a it's a district with a lot of goodies. I don't know how to say it. There's a lot of electronic stuff, anime and stuff.
Oh, that sounds nice, actually.
Yeah, yeah. Like uh, I'll I'll send you Google pictures later. It's an
Okay.
electronic district. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thanks so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I bet there are all kinds of interesting devices, and I am actually like to collect some of that interesting stuff.
Wait, okay. I'm just gonna go on a limb here. Do
Yep.
you do you build? I feel like you would, but do you build Gundams?
Oh, unfortunately, no. I used to. Damn. How did it called? I used to build one of those Lego robot things. I don't recall how they properly called.
Okay, like, but it was electronic, right?
Nah,
No?
nah, not electronic.
Okay, okay. So,
I used to build some models, some robots, but it was usually something stationary and something you just put on a shelf after you collected it
oh yeah.
and assembled it, I mean.
Hmm.
But nothing like robots or something electronic, unfortunately. It's not like I was able to get the stuff to begin with. in back then.
Like I've only had like two Gundams. They were at Walmart, and
Hmm.
back then I didn't really understand that they were like models to like, you give them a nice posture
Hmm.
pose, and you put it on your shelf, and it's pretty cool. So I used to like play with them, and it's like they're very like fragile, and like one
Oh,
leg would a leg would always like fall. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh, and then I'm like, it's okay. It's in the fight. Okay, it's in the fight. He took his sword.
Oh, actually, I also remembered. I have some action models, but they're not the thing you collect. I mean, they're not the thing you assemble. They just action models that you can pose. I have two Team Fortress 2 character models, the soldier and the heavy.
Oh,
They look
nice,
pretty
nice.
nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had a friend who had the. I'm pretty sure you guys are talking about like the same models because I had a friend. I mean, I still have a friend. I have that friend. He had the pyro.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
it was really really nice.
Mm. I have a pyro plushie.
Oh, oh.
Yeah.
He accidentally bought a VTuber model. What happened? So, um, always in the subject of like VTubing and how it's
Mhm.
entertainment, right? I'm just curious. Besides this, have you ever done anything else, any other form of entertainment?
Well, I was trying to get into Let's Player scene, but it was always just in the plans. I even recorded some gameplay videos with the commentary, but I never uploaded them because I thought they're not good enough. And at the time, I didn't have a proper mic, so it was all just buried. I go full on into the, you can say, entertainment industry only after I became a VTuber.
So, can you explain to me? You said the Let's Play.
Yeah,
Um,
just playing the game with some commentary, maybe
okay, but it was
do
so.
some editing, maybe do some other stuff, maybe apply some effects, but yeah, some stuff like that. You know, like old PewDiePie stuff.
Yeah, okay, okay. So basically, not a stream, a YouTube video
Yeah, more
without. Yeah.
YouTube video stuff, not
So
not streams. Yes.
okay, so yeah, okay, so you wouldn't be live, right? You wanted to like record yourself playing and
Yeah,
say a commentary.
record, add commentary, or just use the commentaries set during the video,
Mm-hmm.
edited it, then upload on YouTube. But
Oh.
yeah, as I said, this idea I soon just decided not.
Mm-hmm. But it's still interesting that you ended up somewhere very, very. It's still very familiar. It's very similar. I feel like streaming. It's the same thing with all the edits.
Well, yeah, you can say that, except I unfortunately don't have time to edit my VODs, so I just upload them mostly raw on my archive channel.
Oh yeah, me too. Like when I do any form of editing, it's because of Twitch, and the only tool that Twitch has is like the cut tool.
Mm.
So so yeah, like that whenever I upload something on YouTube, that's all I could do for now, for now.
Mhm. Yeah.
So okay, VTubing is mostly we all look like anime characters. Like most of us, some of the I've seen like buff dogs, and that's scary.
I seen I seen a dinosaur.
Oh,
I seen all sorts of weird things.
weird. But you know, so I feel like it's safe to assume that most VTubers, we all have a little thing for anime or manga, or like my friend
Mhm.
used to say, anai.
Mhm.
So what would be your favorite anime, your favorite manga?
Well, um, damn, it's a really hard question for me.
Mhm.
I'm not that big into anime, but
Oh.
I mostly watch short stuff like Helsing, well, you in some way Berserk, stuff like this. I read some of the Berserk manga and watch some of the anime adaptations. especially the older ones, because they're just the older ones were better, not the
Oh, yeah, the 3D.
one
Oh
of the
yeah.
latest 3D. Jesus Christ, the 3D ones. How can you make something this bad? You have to intentionally try to do something this bad. But old ones were surprisingly good. Then what else? What else should I watch? I need to remember. I think couple seasons of Naruto, but I dropped this series after some time.
Hmm.
Yeah, I and Miyazaki works.
Miyazaki.
You know, the Spirited Away, The Walking Castle,
Oh, okay, okay,
this
okay.
kind of stuff. Yes.
Yeah, usually people say, like, the Studio Ghibli or Ghibli.
Ah, yes, Studio Ghibli. Well, I don't know
I
why. I
love it.
just associate it more with the man himself.
Damn. So, you've talked about Berserk.
Hmm.
And what's interesting is like I personally like I know there's a general idea out there like the 3D anime they don't like it, which is like let's say sometimes Berserk has it. Uh, Kengan Ashura on Netflix. There's also the one with the what's the high score girl. Just a girl playing arcade games. They have this 3D aesthetics, and I love it. I actually
Well,
love it.
there's just a thing. 3D can be done good. 3D can be used as, you can say, the backbone of some of the animation. 3D can be used competently and properly in some way. It just wasn't like that in the Berserk.
Yeah, because Berserk had both, and that I feel like you either go all out, or you either
Mhm.
go all in. You can't have one leg inside, one leg outside, because now you look
Yeah,
like yeah.
I actually looked at the yeah, back scenes of the Berserk story of this 3D nightmare.
Mhm.
And it had both 2D and 3D animation. And as it turns out, there was no proper communication between them.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And it was a development nightmare. So some of the problems became because of this.
So since earlier there's someone in the crowd with their hand in the air, so I'm gonna ask. Yes, what's the
Mhm.
question?
Can you ask them like if they've ever watched with Cyberpunk Edgelord Edge Runners?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's a good question.
I was planning to watch on this. I didn't have the time for it, but I think next week I'm gonna properly finally watch it. And after I finish watching it, I'm actually gonna play Cyberpunk again.
Oh,
You know,
you enjoyed the game?
yes, I played it before. More than that, I almost 100%ed the released version.
Oh my
It was
God.
painful, but I did it. It took a lot of reloads, backup saves, and stuff like that, but I finished it. You know, I don't know why, but the game was bad, really. But I still enjoyed it.
Mhm.
There was a fun combat. Some is most of the story was really fun, and it was just a nice game in general. But there was just a lot of things that make it really bad.
Speaking of the Cyberpunk, the anime,
Mhm.
of course, without telling you anything, I loved it. I loved it so much. It's so good, and also, you know what? The ending, I never skipped it. I on my free time, I would just put it. I love the ending so much. I wanted more. I went to look at the artist. They did like three songs. They do like these single songs, and the others have not the same vibe. It's like one of them is like the Macarena. Exactly,
What?
Yeah, I don't know. It was like I don't know, but like that the ending song. When you discover a song and you're like, oh, this is how I feel. This is how I
Hmm.
feel right now. I'm gonna listen to it for months and months and months. So it was so good. It was so good. I hope you enjoy Cyberpunk. I'm pretty sure you will. It's such a good series.
Yeah, I heard a lot of good stuff about it. So I think yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give it a watch next week, and after that, as I said, I'm gonna play Cyberpunk again.
And if and when you do so, someone in the crowd says that there are Easter eggs from the anime in the game. So
Oh yeah, I already saw that. There's specifically what I like is they add some new weapons that tied to the anime, and I looked forward to getting those guns in my hands and use them.
yeah. Oh my God. It's like, do you play, how can I say this? Do you play like gacha games or like Genshin or Fate Grand Order?
Well, yeah, I actually played Genshin a lot. I used to play it a lot, but I don't remember how long ago, but I just started stopped playing it. I got burnt down to it, and after that, I just didn't feel so motivated to go back to it.
Yeah, no, and that's okay because it's a game. It's meant to be played when you want and
Mhm.
So as I was saying, it's like sometimes I see a new banner and I'm like, I don't know I don't know who this girl is. She looks silly. I don't care. So good, I could save my money and I don't need
Mhm.
to I could skip the banner. And then because she her banner is there, there's like a story. And the story makes you appreciate this character. And Fate Grand Order would do that a lot. There's so many
Mhm.
characters that I didn't care about, and when you see the story, you're like, oh, but I want to be your friend, and then you start to pull, and So I guess I'm a sucker for that.
Yeah, kind of painful with this sometimes, but mostly I always got the characters I wanted.
Oh,
Had to spend some time, but I always got them. Mostly because I skipped a lot of other banners because I'm just not interested.
I see, I see. Yeah, so
Mhm.
remember my the previous question about like what was your favorite anime? What was your favorite
Mhm.
manga? What about like it's kind of like the same question but different.
Mhm.
What are and this probably it probably won't tell me anything, but like what are like a childhood cartoon? A cartoon that you used to watch and really enjoy when you were a little Walter.
Hmm. I need to remember. I remember I used to watch a lot of Tom and Jerry because it was one of the rare things I could get back then.
Ah.
Actually, if I come to remember, I remember I used to watch a lot of cartoons. That was really nice. Like Toy Story, Monster Inc. Yes.
I see.
And oh, Jesus, how could I forget about that? The
Oh,
Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yes. This one my favorite.
oh, that was yeah. Like as a
Stop it,
kid.
dog, you make me look bad.
Oh my God, yeah. That was like the animation was really. It was something. It was something. Oh, I see. I see. Oh my God. Do you know Hey Arnold?
Oh yeah, yeah. I used to watch this as a child as well. And a lot of other Nickelodeon stuff.
Oh, Nickelodeon. Good times. But
Yeah.
like I feel like Hey Arnold, it took me a while to understand this, but like it was actually like very, very mature.
Yeah, some teams felt pretty mature after you think about it in a later age.
Yeah, like I sometimes the episodes weren't always all about like, fun and games. One of
Mhm.
them, I don't know why, like this one really like I don't know. I remember, and it's like the grandfather says, "Okay, here's my pocket watch. That's very important. Bring
Mhm.
it to the shop, get it fixed." Arnold, now here's a little spoiler for you guys who are like binge watching Arnold, so maybe stop listening for like 5 seconds, 10 seconds.
Yep.
Okay,
Return to the.
so Arnold brings the pocket watch. A lot of series of events happens. He goes through hell to get that pocket watch back because it's the very important pocket watch of his grandfather.
Yep.
And eventually he doesn't even get it back. He just like he loses it. He comes back
Oh.
home all dirty and he's like, "Listen, grandpa, I'm sorry. Gomenasai sumimasen yurushite kudasai onegai." He's like, "Could you forgive me, please?" And the grandfather's like, "Oh, okay, you lost it, huh? Okay." So he gets up, he opens like a drawer full of pocket watches.
Whoa.
Yeah, and it's like Arnold was like very like disappointed. He goes to his room and like the episode ends there. And as a kid, I was like, "All right, thanks. Now I feel like shit." Okay, thanks, Arnold. So yeah, some episodes were very just like I don't know. Yeah. There wasn't always like, oh my God, we have a problem, and then we solve the problem, and then everyone's happy, you know?
I think a lot of cartoons back there had some that specific episodes that touch some, you can say, philosophical themes.
Yes, yes. Have you seen Wreck-It Ralph or Wreck Me Ralph, I think. Yeah, Wreck Me
No,
Ralph.
no,
I thought
unfortunately, no.
okay,
I
one
just
of them is like the wrong version. I'm not sure which one. But yeah.
mm, Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah, I heard about it, but I don't know. I just wasn't interested and never watched it.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Because
Mm,
uh, I I found that it was good. Like this is not a spoiler because you could easily see this in the trailer, but basically they are like these video game characters, arcade game characters, and they
mm,
could when the shop closes, they all get together and they party. And Ralph in his game in the lore, he's the bad guy. So people aren't as they don't they aren't as fond, they aren't as warm. And one day, some kid opens the game and they're like, "But where's Ralph?" And that's the whole story. Ralph goes from game to game, and it's so good because it's like a kids movie, but it's about someone who's looking for a place where they belong. And I feel like that theme was just amazing. Like, wow, why don't we get that? Like as adults, what do adults get? Like 50 Shades of Grey? Bleh. Like Twilight.
I think there are some nice adult movies,
Yeah,
but
yeah, for sure, for sure.
yeah.
But like for a kid, like okay, I'm gonna say one that it's like a Joker, because of course. But like, have you seen Up?
Up, yeah, of course. I
The
saw Up.
beginning, yeah, the beginning.
Yes.
No one expects that. Like, oh, okay, this looks like a fun movie. Mm.
Yeah, and here we see his backstory of his dreams and his wife.
Oh, Land Before Time. Have you watched that?
I don't remember. Probably in wait, Land Before Time.
It's dinosaurs.
Oh yes, a dinosaur one. Yes, I remember it. I saw it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I actually saw it. Yeah.
and every time the fat one, I don't know the names. Dinosaur number five, is that the name?
The Triceratops one.
No,
Maybe I
not the
don't remember it.
Triceratops. The Triceratops was like a little tomboy. It's so weird to say
Oh,
that about like a dinosaur, but yeah. But like yeah, like the fat one. I'm sorry, I mean, he's fat, okay, but like he would like eat leaves, and as a kid, I was like, he makes it look so delicious. Oh my God, give me some, give me some.
top 10 delicious anime food.
Oh my God. Okay, okay. We got a fan in the crowd here. Littlefoot, Sarah, Ducky,
Mm.
and Spike. So so I assume Spike was the Peter? Is that a real name? Peter, and you got all these names,
Oh,
and then you got like Mike, and John, Walter,
a little Dino Walter.
and Dino Walter. Petrie. Eh, yeah. I'm sorry. It's Peter now.
Mhm.
It's Peter.
Damn, it was so long ago. I barely remember it, but I still remember it as a nice show.
Yeah. Well, I had the. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna get mocked for this, but I had the VHS. Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you can't. It's not something you could just blow on. It's like you had to be so careful, man. Be
Oh
careful,
yeah.
or else your
I used to
dad.
have
Mhm.
all the cartoons I talked about before. I used to have VHS with them. Now, unfortunately, I got rid of most of them. The only VHS I left for myself as a memory token was a VHS with the Chuck Norris movie. I think it's
Oh,
a Tree Warrior or something like this. Damn, I used to love Chuck Norris movies back then. I still love them as well right now.
what was the movie?
Um, the one on the VHS is, I think it's called Tree Warrior, where Chuck Norris is some kind of a forest spirit that protects the forest from the corporation that wants to mow it down. I remember the Watch Texas Ranger series with him. It was cheesy a lot of times, but I still loved it.
Yeah.
Rest I don't remember so much, but hey, it was fun. I love 90s action stuff. It mostly just cheesy action, but hey, I loved it. Lighthearted and just cool.
So can we assume that the Tree Warrior was like your favorite ah? Oh,
Uh,
I
I
just
don't know
I just realized something.
what.
Hmm. I because
Come on, spit it. Come on, spit it out. What
I,
is it?
I'm looking at your mouth and I was like, is the volume so loud that it goes in your mic? So every time I talk, you talk? Because for a while it was like, that
Oh,
is hey,
oh yeah.
hello.
My, damn. Okay, yes, my mouth tracking is currently responding to the microphone. Oh no. So yeah, maybe something from the headphones is going to the mic.
Oh, okay, I see, I see. Okay, sorry, I got distracted by
Literally,
that.
the new meaning of putting words into my mouth.
Mm. Oh my God, I got distracted by that.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry, I was asking. So can we assume that the Tree Warrior is like your favorite movie, or what would be your favorite movie?
Well, it's one of the Schwarzenegger movies. It's probably gonna be. Damn. I remember I had some movie on the mind, but can't properly remember it. Uh,
Is it when he said "Hasta la pizza, baby"?
no. Terminator is a really good one. Especially I like Terminator 2 for some reason. But yes, I love Terminator 2
Yeah,
movie.
that honestly, that's something I hear a lot. How people always like they prefer Terminator 2, you know, in
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah, first one was good. The second one feels like improvement on the first one. But the rest of the movies, I don't know, it seemed like extra, just unnecessary stuff.
Yeah, it's like
And
when.
actually, I heard that originally Terminator 2 is supposed to be last movie,
Mhm.
but they just saw a lot of money and decided to make it into a sequel. Nightmare.
Yes, okay. So this is for all the directors out there, all the people who I don't know have the power. It's okay to have something, a short and sweet series, like let's say one movie and a sequel, or how do you call that? Like like three movies, a trilogy. It's okay. I don't forget the money. Don't worry, man. Like don't, because that's the thing. It's like especially I feel like that this happened with Star Wars. They made more movies, but it was all, let's be real, it was for money, you know?
You
So,
know,
but
about the Star Wars, I think for me, everything ended on the original six movies.
yeah.
I really, I know there was a lot of controversy about the new movies. Meanwhile, I just didn't care. I ignored all of it. I didn't watch it. I just thought, yep, this is the six original movies. This is enough.
hmm It's like
Except for maybe you can say the clone.
the Clone Wars.
How does it called? Uh, the cartoons about the clone troopers.
Is it Clone Wars? No, that's a movie, right?
Yeah, that's a movie.
Okay.
But there's some cartoons about the
Yeah, yeah.
clone soldiers, but that's still I appreciate it and still think are really fun.
Okay, let's call them like Tree Warriors. Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah,
Yeah.
like it's like for those who don't know, the other movies after one to six of Star Wars, what happened was they made three other movies, which is eight, nine, 10. Yeah, I could count, you
Mhm.
know. Wait, no, I said eight. Oh my God, seven, eight, nine. Yeah, I was like, why does it end on 10? That makes.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no, no, no. Now people know I'm stupid. Okay, so um, okay, so the seventh movie was directed by, let's just say, Bob. Bob made I really liked the seventh movie.
Mhm.
The intro of what's I don't know. No, he didn't have the word Darth in his name, but he had like the cross. The little sword with the cross that it was red. He was all
Oh,
red. That
it
was
was such a meme material.
yeah. That was amazing. So anyway, I really enjoyed that.
Mhm.
But then and remember that big evil guy who had so much mystery to him. For 2 years, people were making these
Oh
theories.
yes,
Snoke,
yes, I know about. Yeah.
yeah, like Snoke, which just I feel like the guy who wrote Smoke, and someone was just like, is that's an N, right? Yeah, okay, you know. And then when it came to the eighth movie, unfortunately, it's another director, and when he
No.
got this movie, it's not.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's not. Wait, am I wrong in saying that the eighth movie was not the same director as the seventh? Because I'm pretty
I
sure
don't know.
because I'm pretty sure it was another director.
Mm.
But all of this was like, it was prepared in advance, but it doesn't matter. The guy got the movie and he was like, well, I don't care about Snoke. So that explains why the whole buildup it went in the bathroom, really, really quickly. Kylo Ren,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it's wrong doing it like this.
Mhm.
There's, of course, if you give it to multiple directors, there won't be that, I mean, proper sense of direction,
A
proper
consistency.
consistency. Yes,
Hmm.
exactly. It's supposed to be consistent and on the level. And if you're gonna just spread out the work like this, it's gonna lose on some quality on the way there.
You know, the other thing that's kind of like tricky is there are some sequels out there that work amazingly. And then you look at the directors, it's all different people. And you're like, how did they do it? Maybe there was more communication, but still,
Mhm.
it's like my favorite movie is Saw. To everyone out
Oh,
there,
yes.
if you haven't
Good
seen,
stuff.
just watch the first one at least. At least. You don't need to watch the others because the first one could be a standalone. In fact, it was supposed to be a standalone. And
Mhm.
whatever. Well, let's not go in there. But
It was, yeah, it was very interesting, low budget movie, you can say.
yeah, exactly. If I'm not mistaken, it was like a student movie. That was a very short student movie. Then the Saw that we know today is the people with money that said we could make this into a proper, what, like 2 hour movie, something like that. So the
Mhm.
first movie is amazing, but what they decided to do was from the beginning, they knew that it's gonna take 7 movies. They expanded the story. It's been done flawlessly. Of course, when you go deep into the rabbit hole, you will meet other fans that say, "Well, actually, I don't know, I don't like the fifth one," stuff. But I
But
liked it.
yeah, you can see that. You can properly see that in every previous part, there's a thing that have consequences or lead up to the next part.
It's
And
amazing.
yeah, and it's always seem properly, flawlessly, and just fits in properly, you can say.
Yeah, it's amazing. Um, and so since the beginning, there was like 7 movies. Me and my friend, we are very big Thaw fans, and we knew this. So I remember being in the movie theater, and
Mhm.
the uh, the trailers would start to roll, and then there's a new Saw movie, and there's always like people in the room saying like, "Oh my God, they're making Mark, just like stop it," but like they don't know that there's gonna be 7. They don't know that it's been planned. Uh,
Yeah.
so the thing is, when it was when all 7 movies were done, they were finished.
Mhm.
A couple years later, I don't think it was, yeah, it was a couple years later, they announced like an eighth one. And I was
Mhm.
very, very worried. Like, oh no, this is the part where someone says, but money, Not like it was a
Yeah.
masterpiece. That was the plans in the beginning, and now someone's like, yeah,
Um,
but we can, you know?
I'm trying to remember which one was the eight.
Uh,
I still remember some movie about um, something on the farm with the farm equipment, something like this, with
that
the
yeah.
police confession at the end.
Yeah, that is the eighth.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so I remembered correctly.
Okay,
It
okay.
was pretty interesting one. It wasn't bad, but I don't think it was. on the level with the previous ones.
Hmm. Someone talked about the, no, actually, I won't say. Okay, but yes, I I'm happy because the eighth was, and I know I'm casual, but I'm also like
Mhm.
I'm severe when it comes to like Saw. I was so afraid that they would mess it up, and I was like, no, how could you do it? But yeah, they it was good, and
Yeah, it was.
yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good, but I still don't think it was as good as some of the
Mhm.
previous ones, but still pretty good.
Now the most recent one, it's not called Saw 9, but it's the ninth, let's say Saw movie. It's called
Mm,
Jigsaw. Now this one, Jigsaw? Yeah, it's
mm.
called No, I'm sorry. It's called Jigsaw is the eighth one. Spiral is the ninth one. Anyway, that's not
Oh,
important. But
I
yeah,
haven't seen those. This
okay.
one.
So there's a movie called Spiral.
Hmm.
It's not a direct sequel, like as much as the others, right?
Hmm.
But it's clearly in the same universe where there is this killer named Jigsaw.
Hmm.
So, and now what's very interesting for all the Saw fans out there, they are actually, they actually started right now. As soon as we started the stream, they started working on the 10th one.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, I'm really happy, and because of that, I kept I'm I'm part of like a subreddit of
Mm.
Saw, and like those people like they talk about like the behind the scenes stuff, and I said like okay, I'm gonna come back after I saw the movie, which is gonna be like in probably October 2023.
Hmm. Then I just been out of the loop with some movie since the latest I just described. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. Maybe I'm gonna see it after it
Hmm.
get out.
You want to know something really stupid, really silly about me and movies?
Hmm.
I really enjoy watching movies with people. I think like it's my love language. I'll say it. But like if there are so many movies I haven't watched today just because I don't want to watch them alone. Just because
Oh.
I wanna experience this with someone, you know? And it's so dumb like all the Marvel movies, I saw all like what I think it was 21 or 22 movies, right?
No.
Up until Endgame. But after that, yeah, I did see Spider-Man Far From Home, but that's the end. And because, COVID hit.
Hmm.
And ever since I never went back to the movies, I've saved up on a lot because I buy popcorn and a drink and maybe a hot dog and I loved it. It's a
Hot
treat.
dogs.
It's
Nice.
a treat. And then like chicken tendies, oh my God. So the thing is, I don't want to, all the Marvel movies. After that, I haven't seen one, and I'm like, oh my God, I want to watch, but I
Yeah.
still haven't watched because I'm looking for someone.
Yeah, come to see of it, I never actually watched any Marvel movies as well, except for the really old ones with the Spider-Man. For some
Oh
reason,
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Spider-Man movies is the only superhero movies I actually liked. But I'm talking about the old ones with Tobey Maguire and so on, something near this era, you can say.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire. Did you guys don't grab me. Speaking of Spider-Man, I'm gonna go on a tangent just because you talked about Spider-Man, okay?
Hmm.
The second Spider-Man, which is the Amazing Spider-Man with the actor called, I don't know, something Garfield. Am I right? Yeah, I think I'm right. So, yeah. Okay. The second Spider-Man, have you seen that one? Andrew
Так, the
Garfield.
Andrew Garfield. Let me just
Yeah, it's the Amazing Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure that's how it's called. There are two movies.
amazing. I just need to visually see it to
Yeah.
remember.
So, oh my God. So
Tak, the Amazing Spider-Man. I think I actually saw that one. Yes.
good.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I actually saw it.
So there's one thing, fingers to- so there's one thing I really loved about that one is it's something that's not necessarily easy to do. Okay. Now,
Hmm.
I'm gonna make a comparison, and it might seem unfair because it's gonna be a kids movie. Do you know Hotel Transylvania?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I know.
I love that movie. I really enjoy it. I don't know why, but the one thing I did not like, and I know I'm
Mm.
just I'm an adult watching a kids movie, and I'm like this makes no sense. Um, the thing is, I feel like the main couple, spoiler alert, the first movie they get
Mm.
together. There's a the couple they they are a couple, but it seems like you don't. I personally don't feel that they're a couple. They say they're in love,
Mm.
but I don't see it. I don't feel it. But when it comes to the Amazing Spider-Man, the dialogue between the guy and the girl is amazing. It's like it's so good. You could feel that they vibe so good together. They're playful. They have this little playful banter. It's so good. You know, you don't like they really showed you that they love each other. They didn't
Yeah,
need.
properly realized romance.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a really good trick when it comes to like uh making a story, no matter what medium it is. So let's say it's movie or manga, whatever medium. It's if you want to convey something, show it, don't tell. You know. So if you show someone, okay, you see Naruto, right? Spoiler
Mhm.
alert for Naruto. Sasuke comes back home, and his parents are dead, and the whole Uchiha clan is dead, and he's like, "Oh man, this is not such a good day," And he realizes his big brother is the one who did everything, and he's like, "Man, like this kind of sucks, right?" And you're like, oh wow, that's really bad. Could you imagine if
Mhm.
instead of seeing all of this, he would have just said it with no flashback, no visuals. He would just say like, my big brother killed everybody, and I'm gonna like try to get revenge. It's not
Uh,
enough.
Everyone are dead. He's
Yeah,
bad.
he's bad. Therefore, no, it's true. Like if you're out there and you like to write stories or you want to write stories, no matter what medium, show, don't tell.
Yep, actions speak louder than words, and it's still true to the media.
So, oh my God, we um coming back to my list. It's so funny. Like we're gonna come back like to other subject we were talking about anime. Have you have you ever cosplayed? And if so, what have you cosplayed?
No, unfortunately, I haven't cosplayed ever because I simply didn't have resources for it. So,
Hmm.
no, unfortunately, no.
But the amount of people who are like, yo, I just ate all the cereals I could, and I made this amazing Iron Man, like made of like cereal boxes.
Actually, there was one cosplay I did as a child, the Ghostbuster. Not the anime, but just the Ghostbuster from the Ghostbusters movie.
Oh, there was a
Well,
you cosplayed like the child.
no, when I used to be a kid, I um, dressed up once as one of the Ghostbusters.
Oh, one of the ghost. Okay, I thought I thought you were talking about like a random kid, and you're like, I'm gonna cosplay that guy.
That would be that would be weird, you know. Oh yes, hell yes, I'm gonna cosplay as the random kid in the background of the Ghostbuster movies.
Well, I mean,
Amazing idea.
me and my friends kind of did that in some ways. Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was very good. It was an amazing show. Season one was amazing. But yes, so Attack on Titan. The thing is, like, we liked the anime, but we're like, I don't want to be, I don't know, Carl or the characters. So we just decided to get the uniform anyway. And we told people like, okay, you know that guy who's dead? Yeah, that's me.
Mhm.
That's
Hey, it's
me.
still pretty good idea. At least something from the universe of the media.
Hmm.
Still pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Something you can acknowledge, something you can recognize. But yeah, that's pretty good. Also, sorry from some of the possible misunderstandings. My English is still not that good to convey my some of my thoughts properly.
No, no, don't worry about it. If you want to go full, if you want to talk, speak in Russian, like, go ahead. I'll
Okay,
just, I'll
тогда.
just nod.
Nah, we're on your show, so we're gonna speak on English.
So, are there any characters that you would like to cosplay?
Hmm, that's a really hard question, but maybe Bateau from the Ghost in the Shell. A big, strong guy, one of the main supporting characters.
Oh yeah, with the little like the little eyes
Yeah, the
kind of.
dot eyes, yes, this one.
Oh, Batu, yeah.
Yeah, the strong fella.
This reminds me, there's actually a series right now on Netflix. I'm still on first episode, but it's kind of like in
Another
3D.
one.
Yeah, I think it's kind of 3D, and I'm like, oh, 3D. I don't know.
I remember I saw some of the series made by one of the Russian designers that was somewhat weird because of um, the way he designed some of the characters. He had some way of designing female characters, and they all look almost the same.
Oh yeah.
I th-
Oh no.
yeah, they look normal. It's just the weird thing that they look like the character he always drew in
Mhm.
his personal blogs.
Yeah. Like he had like one art style.
Yeah, he had like one art style, one specific design, and he used the hell of out of this specific design.
Oh no. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, but yeah,
Oh,
there was so much Ghost of the Shell series, and I can't even keep track of all of it. I remember I watched the old TV series that was made fully in 2D. I uh,
have you seen
Ghost
the
in the
movie?
Shell, I think it was Standalone Syndrome or something like this called, with the smiling guy as the main antagonist. It was
Standalone
more than
Countess?
this. Um, I don't remember the proper name.
Laughing Man? I don't know. I'm just reading chat. I'm trying to.
Ba-bum-bum.
But yeah, like have
Mm.
you seen it's been quite a few years, but it's like there was a Ghost in the Shell. It was a live action, but it was really well made. Have you seen that one?
Oh, nah, I decided not to watch the live action. I don't know why.
Oh, okay, because maybe it's because I don't know much, but I enjoyed it. But I'm also very
Yeah.
like casual,
Mm.
I like all the the kids movies. Oh, Wreck-It Ralph, let's go.
Yeah, also sorry. It seems I didn't watch a lot of stuff. It keeps going. Hey, have you seen this? No, I didn't.
Oh, no, don't worry about it. So, are there any other characters you'd like to cosplay?
Hmm. Come to think about it, maybe Soldier from Team Fortress 2.
Hmm. Nice. And what
I
about
just love Team Fortress 2. And I think it's pretty simple. You just need to get the proper coat, the proper helmet, and the bazooka.
yes? And what about Walter? Hmm?
Walter, yes.
Have you already done that?
Well, unfortunately, I can't find the proper suit for it. I have the similar suit with different colors, but not with this specific color I have on my model. But I really like to get the get it done.
Hmm.
It'll be amazing.
I'm pretty sure it's like very possible because you have
Yeah, it's
like
pretty simplistic actually. Classic suit, classic. Yeah, just classic suit. Some nice shoes that I already have.
mhm, and like a nice shiny chromed revolver.
Oh yes.
I once had it was a BB gun, like the plastic BBs, but the revolver itself, because here in Canada,
Mhm.
unlike the United States, when it comes to airsoft guns, we don't need to have an orange tips. So I
Mm.
swear the guns, and some of them were like half metal or full metal. And I had
Oh
like
yeah.
a friend who really liked the airsoft guns. He would go to airsoft games, and when I
Mhm.
would hold them, I was like, yo, this is so heavy. It's so crazy. Like they were so accurate. So
Oh,
I once bought a chrome. Yeah, it was silver. It was a revolver, and every bullet you would put
nice.
the little white plastic
Oh
bead.
yeah, no.
That's crazy. It was
They
it
act
was so
like
accurate. Yeah.
yeah. Those things look really cool, and how they work is just amazing.
Hmm.
Ah, damn, I still remember holding the real double barrel shotgun. Really heavy thing, or maybe it's just because I was a child back then.
Yeah, you weren't buff like now.
Yeah. I wasn't strong as right now. Right now, I probably would be able to hold this one with one hand.
You are you gonna do like in the movies? Well, okay, that's not a double barrel, but they just pump it with like one hand. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Oh my God. Not too long ago, I went to see. Well, okay, now it's been a while. I went to see like my uncle, and he hunts, and
Hmm.
I was so like he had real guns, and he's like, "Oh,
Hmm.
you wanna shoot it?" I was like, "Nah, it's okay. I
Oh,
I'm gonna look with my eyes." Oh, it was really impressive. Oh
oh,
my
I
God.
remember one of my grandpas had a low caliber hunting rifle, but my great uncle, well, he had the entire collection of hunting rifles that he all successfully lost because he always gone on hunt illegally, and every time
Oh,
he go on a hunt illegally, the
the
special
police.
services, I not the special services, that's just the people responsible for the hunting regulations would come up to him, give him a fine, and take away his rifle.
Oh my God.
And just like that, he lose around five amazing rifles.
I thought you would say like, oh, he went to hunt with like four rifles, and he would come back with two. He lost
No,
them. Like the animals are like, what's
no,
this, man?
it will just he go on a hunt with a rifle, shoot couple things, get spotted by the inspectors, get his rifle taken away, get back sometime later to the same place, lose it again, same way.
How many times do we have to teach you, old man?
Yes, it was like that with him.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I have I have all these like scenarios in my head, so I find this really, really funny.
yeah. Uh,
So okay, obviously you speak Russian, but what other can you speak like other languages?
well, I was starting to learn Greek one time, but it didn't go anywhere because I started more intensely learning English. So yeah, unfortunately, Russian and English it's two languages I speak of right now.
Oh, okay, okay. So you went for a and like was it hard? Because I don't know. I've never tried.
I don't remember. I started by just learning certain words, but I didn't manage to get into the grammar because I dropped it pretty quickly because I needed to more quickly learn the English.
Okay, and yeah,
I just decided to focus on English.
because I assume like there's English where where you live, like in your everyday life, you would like meet some people and you could use that, you know?
No, unfortunately, no.
Oh no,
I
no.
just decided to teach myself proper English so I can at least speak on internet properly with more English talking people. I don't know. I just thought that learning English would be very useful and open more ways for me to interact with the world, and it proved to be true.
Oh, oh wow, that's impressive. So, how did you learn English? Like with with learning books and everything?
Well, when I was around 4 years old, I had a teacher that taught me some of the basic English. Then I was learning English from the action movies. And after that, I just got properly into the grammar and studied hard in school, then in university, and just teaching myself from time to time.
My God. Oh, that's really impressive.
It's basic stuff.
I'm
It's still not that good, but hey, at least I can somewhat communicate.
Oh yeah, like I wish I could, communicate this much like in Japanese, you know?
Yeah, me too.
So, what other language would you be interested in?
Well, as you say, maybe Japanese as well.
Nice. Have you ever tried?
Not yet. It's I'm kind of afraid because it sounds really complicated, and who knows how much time I need to spend to at least get the basics.
Hmm. Well, I mean, yeah.
English actually sounds pretty easy to learn, and kind of was, but I don't know how well gonna go Japanese.
Well, I would tell you just have courage. Sure, it might ask you a lot of effort, a lot of work, but at the end of the day, you're doing it for yourself. And also, a language is something so valuable. Like, you're doing this for like a whole new language. It's gonna be, I feel like it's an amazing thing to have. It's like trying to learn like a new musical instrument, right? It's an amazing
Hmm.
skill to have. So don't be afraid and do it. Well, obviously you're doing it for you, but like understand that you're doing this for you, you know?
Hmm.
Commit to the person you want to be. And if you, I don't know, if you just decide like, oh, I would be so cool if I could speak Japanese, commit to that person, and that person is someone who has like actually tried. So, and you did it with English.
Yeah,
Hmm. So,
I
I
guess
yeah. You
I
have
can try at least.
yeah, you have nothing to lose and you have everything to gain.
Exactly.
So leave the self-doubt, leave all the hesitation to the people out there, because this might sound negative, but there will always be people who are going to try to stop you. But just
Mm.
make sure that you're not in line. You're not all out there also among them, you know? And as long as you believe in yourself, we're always going to be two who believes in you, because I will always believe in you. So
Thank you.
Walter, do it. Go for it.
Thank you for the words of encouragement. Really appreciate it.
Yes, no, I mean, and for anything else, unless it's illegal, let's go.
Of course.
So Japanese, yes, yes, it's hard. If I feel like if you're able to, maybe like you just go to like you get classes,
Hmm.
and because then you have a teacher, and you're gonna have like this little pressure in your back. The teacher's gonna give you like homework, and you actually have to do it. But when you work for yourself and all you have is Duolingo, it's hard. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now.
Mm. I'll suppose I find a way.
Oh, someone suggested language learning streams, and actually,
Hmm.
but Tofu, this week did a she was playing Duolingo and trying to learn
Oh yeah, I
Ko-
saw that.
Korean. Yeah, and her numbers were really good. That's all. That's all.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah. But I'm pretty sure the same can happen to you. Uh, and who knows that? What if people in your chat, they also want to learn Japanese, or even if they don't want to learn, instead of seeing like, oh, Walter is live, what game is he playing, and then it's gonna be like, oh, you're learning a new language. I don't. It's gonna be new. You know.
Yeah, funny you should say that. Some of my viewers from the Russian side demand that I start the English learning lessons.
Mm. We.
Walter, when you gonna teach us English? Do it, you lazy bastard.
Well, I mean, what would be interesting? We'd have to talk about it. Because I've wanted to do this for the longest time, but it would be like to get someone who speaks another language other than, let's say, English, right?
Mm.
And they would teach me something. So let's say you would teach me Japanese on stream, but the same sentences I would teach them to you in the language that you want, you know?
Hmm, interesting.
Yeah. But would you like to try? Just I did this yesterday actually on the same show, which is Rising Star. And
Hmm.
basically I asked the person, and if you want, I would ask you, can you teach me how to say, like, I'm not sure how you would say this, but like, casually, like hello or hi, and you ask the person, how are you doing? Or how are you doing today? How are you? You know? So how would
Mhm.
you say that in Russian?
How you doing in Russian?
Yeah, so because I assume the first one is привет, right? It's
Mhm. Ну да, first the hello, the привет, and how you do in Russian is как твои дела? Или как у тебя дела? or как у тебя дела?
They're getting longer, man. Cactus sun? What?
One is the simple one,
Cac-
one is the more official one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I feel like that happens with a lot of languages. People get casual and they cut them down, right? And that happens in a lot of things. So you said
Yeah.
I just heard like the first cac.
Как твои дела?
Oh, cac de la,
Как твои дела?
cac du voi de la,
Yes, yes. Дела.
jela.
Yes.
So
Amazing.
so it's like cac du voi, right?
Как твои? Mhm.
Du vo. I'm writing it from du vo like du voi and jila. So
Дела. Yes.
G. Okay, so something like this, like как du voi, как du voi, jila.
Mhm. Yeah, something like that.
Have you tried my jello? What? Как du voi? Oh my! I just hope that
Oh my
really
God.
means.
Let me just somewhat transcribe it to you in a text chat.
So, but that does means how are you doing today, right?
How you doing?
Oh,
Or
okay,
how the
okay.
things?
Listen, because the last time I asked someone to teach me how to say "How are you doing" in Chinese, they told me something, and I was going around.
Yes, I remember it.
I was going
The
around saying
betrayal,
I was
the
going
disappointment, the betrayal.
and I was going around saying my mom is bald. But yes,
Oh yes. Yeah, I remember it.
thanks so much. But here we have someone Rinchik, Rinchik.
Oh, it's one of the Russian VTubers as well.
Ah, so привет, Rinchik, and как дела? Jira. Was that okay? I don't know.
Yeah, yes.
So, in return, would you like Japanese or French or Spanish?
Well, let's try some Japanese.
Okay, I'm just so happy because it's like the basic, and at least I'm able to say that. So Japanese, hello would be I guess the casual is like domo, but
Domo.
yeah.
Mhm.
But of course, there's the one that everybody knows, konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. And to ask how are they doing, you could say o genki desu ka?
O genki desu ka?
Man, you got it
Okay.
so faster than
Okay, understandable. Actually,
there you go.
by the way,
Yes.
I just remember something. About my pronunciation, just some people keep noticing even on my streams. For some reason, I have accent on both languages.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have accent on Russian and I have accent on English. It's because I have started learning English on very early age, and some of the Russian letters I still pronounce as some of the English letters.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, I get it.
And sometimes when even some of the new Russian viewers come to my streams, they ask me, "Hey, where are you from?"
And you're like, I'm here.
Uh, and I and I just think, "Bro, I'm from the same place you are."
Oh, yeah, yeah, I get it. Thank you so much. Someone, we've got someone here in the crowd that we've got someone here in the crowd that said when they were learning Spanish in high school, they were a waitress in a Mexican restaurant, and they meant to say it's hot, but they they just told their manager instead, "I'm horny."
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know what that is in Spanish though. Hot is like oh man, I'm supposed to know it. I forgot. I forgot. Caliente? Oh, I think it's that caliente. I think it means it's hot.
Oh yeah.
Hace
The
calor.
stuff. Yeah. The stuff with some things have one word in English but separate words for other languages.
Oh yeah, like yeah. You know how you say like I in English? It's one letter. Then you go to
Yeah.
Japan, watashi. What?
Watashi.
Watashi. Watashitachi.
It's also single letter in Russian. Yeah.
Yeah. And could you like take it off just like in Spanish? Like in Spanish, you could say, let's say, I am fat is yo soy gordo. The yo is I, right? But you could also just be like gordo,
Yo
gordo.
soy gordo.
Yeah. But like
Oh,
in Russian, could you just like take off the I and just say the rest and people will understand?
again, repeat. You
Um,
want me to say the first letter on Russian and the rest on Spanish?
no,
Or
no, no.
what?
I'm just wondering how, okay, in Spanish and in Japanese, you can take off the me in the sentence, and it's still gonna make sense. So instead of saying ore wa futotei, which means I am fat, you could just be like futotei, you know?
No, it's not gonna make sense on Russian if you remove the me, the descript. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay, okay. I was just yeah. Okay, okay. I was just curious.
You can remove the him, or when you talk about someone, you can remove something like him, but not from the me. But you can't remove the me. Otherwise, it won't make sense.
In Spanish, like you could remove like, I think you can remove them all because, especially like, let's say the first sentence is like, your brother's, I don't know, he's like a dick, and then the next one, if you just like stupid, you already you're talking about like your brother, so you know.
Mhm.
But yeah, in Japanese, there's a lot of that as well. But and okay, this is like kind of unrelated, but can you roll your R's? I think there's a are like is there a lot of like rolling R's in Russian? Yeah, I think there is.
Um, what do you mean rolling R's?
Okay, so let me try to think of a word. Oh my God. Okay, you know how to say thank you in Japanese? It's
Hmm.
arigato, but
Hmm.
you have to roll the R like arigato, arigato,
Oh, yeah, but uh,
or because
damn,
the
you know, about the accent, the R's are hard thing for me. There are some words you probably no. I think the R in Russian pronounces the same no matter the word, but damn, I can't pronounce the R specifically.
Okay. Okay. I thought like you. Well, I didn't know if you in Russian there was like the rolling R's, you know. Uh, uh, like actually no, privyet. You know the R kind of rolls. Privyet. It's not like privyet like the hard. No, not hard. It's actually soft. You know the English. It's like you're a pirate. You're like R. You know, privyet. It's not privyet. It's not arigato. It's like arigato. Privyet. You know.
Hmm.
Keep rolling.
Yeah.
Exactly. Ah,
Yeah.
oh, I see. I see. That's really interesting. So I guess there is some rolling R's in Russian.
Yeah, but I can't just remember right now.
I know. It's always like that. You know. It's like when you know a lot of jokes and someone's just like, okay, mate, like tell me a joke. And you're like, I don't know.
Ah, let me just no, 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 not this one. Just trying to remember some tongue twisters that maybe contained rolling R's.
Oh my God.
Так, паровозик тыр-тыр-тыр, автор not sit there. No, not this one. Damn, even if I attempt to pronounce it correctly, I'm gonna fail. Because again, my accent.
I mean, of course, I would not be able to tell if you succeed or fail. You
Yeah, yeah.
know.
Damn, I remember someone told it about the Japanese sub or dub. Some people prefer the subtitles before they wouldn't hear if Japanese have a bad voice acting because they don't know Japanese, so they won't understand that it's a low quality.
Oh yeah, of course. You know, like when you just don't know.
Oh, it just reminded me of some funny thing.
Yeah.
Have you played the House of the Dead
House of is that like an arcade game?
arcade shooter? Yes,
Yeah.
arcade light gun shooter.
Yeah, but only like in the arcades.
Oh yeah, I used to play it a lot on PC included, and just on the arcade machines as well. You have the possibly one of the worst English voice acting ever,
Oh yeah, I don't remember.
but y- you have to just at least go to YouTube and have a listen to, especially the House of the Dead 2. It's just hilariously bad. But turns out it was bad like that before because they did it all in one take. They have no quality control because the direction was exactly make some English sounding voices. We're doing it for Japanese anyway.
Oh
Nobody gonna
no.
notice.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh my God. That must be oh no.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Well,
Yeah. Give it a listen later. It's just hilarious.
I had no idea because in the arcades you can't hear anything anyway.
Exactly. Arcades is just a chaotic stream of sounds, and they perfect and purposefully make it like this. So it will be flashy, it will sound loud and
Yeah, yeah.
chaotic, so it attracts more attention to itself.
Oh my God. So coming back to the whole
Yeah.
VTuber thing, do you have a preference when it comes to like PNG, Live 2D, or 3D models?
Well, I love 3D models because you can use it in a lot of ways, and it's somewhat easier, at least for me, to transform it and put it in another media. For example, this 3D model I have right now, I already put it inside one of the games, Bone Lab, so I can just play as myself in this game. Just in general, 3D model opens a lot of other opportunities besides VTubing. That's why I love it. But unfortunately, 3D model is also hard on the computer resources. So sometimes I have to resolve back to the PNG when I play something heavy.
Yeah, like I'm genuinely like if someone knows in chat, let us know. I'm genuinely curious what is heavier for PC? VC Face or like VTube Studio, or does it depend of the model, right? Maybe it depends of the
Hmm.
model. I really don't know. Let me
Maybe I haven't tested it really.
let me open all my applications at the same time. Let's go.
Oh,
But yeah, nah, but it's uh because of the big VTubers, right? Like we're whole alive, Niji
hmm.
Sanji. I feel like I feel like, of course, people see the end game as Live 2D is the end game, when you start to stream, you know, and I know there's many, like including myself, who I started with nothing. That's the funny part, and then PNG, and then 3D model, and Live 2D,
Yeah,
and
'cause
but
for me it's
mhm.
was a little bit different. First, I got a 3D model. Then, after I got the 3D model, I got the PNG, and I have a Live 2D model. But I wait until I finish with the ironing out the lore until I get the presentation ready, so I can fully get the reveal and the how can you properly call it? The word flew out of my head. Um,
Like the
ah,
the debut.
Live 2D debut.
Yeah.
Yes. So I hope it's gonna be soon, but unfortunately, not soon enough.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, everybody here is very lucky. They got a little glimpse at a very, very big secret.
Yeah,
I, I'm so excited. I hope you will
yeah,
promote it. So I'm gonna take
yeah.
off. I'll tell my boss I can't come in. He'll be like, why? And I'll explain. Okay, my Russian friend who I never met has like
But
a
yeah, everyone,
new.
Live 2D model exists, and reveal is almost there.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I really hope I'll be like, I'll be available. If not, I'm just gonna watch the VOD 5 times.
Of course, no problem.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. That's congratulations on that.
Thank you, thank you.
But so like one thing I still have my eyes set on, and this was like this since the beginning, where I kind of when I realized, you know what, I think. I think I could call myself a VTuber because I was really not sure. It's the
Mhm.
it's a full body tracking. I want to be
Oh,
able to break dance. I want to be able to flip the bird, the chat. I want to be able to
oh,
twerk. All the important stuff, yeah, that makes you grow as
yeah.
a VTuber.
Slowly go get into it, but unfortunately, it's really expensive.
Oh yeah.
Each tracker individual costs a lot of money, and still problem with the fact that you need a lot of room for it, a lot of space for all the tricks.
Yeah, yeah, that's another thing. Like, yeah, that's another thing. Like, you need a room. Some people like they live with their parents, and it's like I share my room with my five sisters. It's like, yeah, I get it. It's really,
Oh
really
my,
difficult, you know? Oh, that's just an
damn,
example.
yeah.
I don't know. Oh my God. Um, all right, I have a very specific question here. Maybe
Hmm.
nothing's gonna come to mind. What is the most spontaneous thing you've ever done?
Huh. Well, you know how calm I am. I don't really know. I'm not a spontaneous person as I come to think of it. Hmm.
Okay, well, I have a little story. Maybe that if I say it, it's gonna give you a little idea.
Hmm.
I remember I was uh, on social media. My friend said I need more spontaneous friends, and then I asked like, what's going on? And she said I have tickets for a stand-up comedian, but I just
Oh,
I need to go and I want to go with friends. And I'm like, I don't know. I was like, let's be that spontaneous friend. So I was like, okay, how much is it? And she's like, oh, it's like I forgot the ticket was like maybe $70, something like that.
mm-hmm.
So I went to pick her up. We did a 2 hour road trip. We went to see the comedian. He was really amazing to the point where later I kept on watching his shows on YouTube. I really really
Nice.
liked him, and so yeah, that was very like it was not planned at all, and yeah,
Mm.
it was really fun.
Well, come to think of it, not this far, but some of the VTubers I know I met spontaneously
Oh,
was just like, hey, those guys seems cool. How about I try to hang around this company? And I became friends with some of them, and damn, I still remember one guy in particularly. I need to check on him. I became friends with one VTuber. I think he was. No, I don't think I know he was called Tato. And I did a couple of collabs with him. I was asking him for advices on how to begin with the VTubing stuff. And he kind of gave me a push to finally do it. It was starting just talking to him was spontaneous as well. I was just look at him and his friends and thought, hey, those guys are cool. How about I hang out around those guys?
and this was before you were a VTuber or after?
Before a little bit before I started being a VTuber. As I said,
Oh,
I was asking Tato some questions about VTubing and for some advices. And after some time talking to him, I commissioned a 3D model, slapped together a little OBS setup, and just started going with it.
yeah,
And
that.
that's how I started the VTube and stuff.
When you said like you just jumped into it, right? This
Mhm.
reminds me of something. It's gonna be a little embarrassing for other reasons, but I've always wanted to be a mangaka. I've always wanted to draw and write the story of manga, and I've done
Mhm.
so many drawings. I have a story. It's like it's complete, of course, without the little details, right? Just the general story. I feel like it would be a sin to just never like keep it in my head. But the thing
Mm.
is, it's a bit different than just VTubing because when you bring it to a company, that's your one chance. If they say no, it's not like you could come back 1 week later with the same pages. They're still gonna
Mm.
say no. So I've been drawing and I've been telling myself, no, when it's gonna be perfect. I'll send it when it's gonna be perfect. And that's the thing. It's like in some ways it's never gonna be perfect. I cannot draw like an absolute pro. It
Mm.
makes no sense to it makes no sense to like compare my chapter one to someone else's chapter 100, but that's what I did. And unfortunately, look where that brought me. It's well, nowhere actually.
Mm.
To this day, I still haven't sent anything, and I know that kind of like objectively, I know I draw well. I know objectively, I feel like I'm above average. But anyway, that's not really important. It's just like the fact that sometimes we hesitate so much that we it's even worse. We just don't even start. So
Mm.
so I'm really happy that you just jumped into this, you know?
Well, yeah, I just at some point I decided that, well, I was thinking about doing it for a pretty long time and just spontaneously started to talk into actual VTubers, and it gave me a push to move forward with this. And I really hope you will get some kind of a push like this as well, and finally at least attempt to pursue your mangaka dreams,
Yeah.
because it sounds really interesting and I hope you succeed with it.
Yeah, like right now I'm kind of like in a in a little tough spot because I streaming looked fun, but I never thought I would get so invested in it. Because let's say I would still just be a solo streamer, in some ways I am, but let's say, I don't know, if I would just stream alone and I would know these VTubers here and there, but I've gotten so much farther than ever thought I would get. I I have genuine friends, genuine
Mm.
friends. We're not just friends because, I know Walter because I like his stuff sometimes, and he also likes my comments. It's not just that. Uh, and it's the same. Like now, I had like there's the whole team now, and it keeps on growing. We're looking for like more members.
And
It's
I'm
crazy.
really happy to see that. And I'm happy for you because you keep growing and growing, and you yourself becoming something more bigger, more important,
Hmm.
more. I just don't know what else
Yeah.
to
No, but
describe it, but
yeah, no,
yeah.
I understand what you're saying because. Every day I keep on thinking like how could I get better? How could it be more interesting? Yeah, and it's like I never thought about, I never thought I would get to this point, but if you're if you're out there, I mean, yeah, we will be out there listening to this, but if you're out there
Mm.
listening to this and you know something or someone, an activity, a location, a place, anything that makes you always try harder, keep it close to your heart. That thing is very, very important. I feel like not only for streaming, but for anything else, if something is always pushing you to be better, keep it,
Push it to the limit.
and break that limit. There's no
Yes.
limits. There's limits don't exist. You row your
Just go
boat.
forward.
Mhm. You row your boat, and if your arms hurt, you row with your teeth. You row to the moon.
Never skip leg day and row with your legs.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we do leg day.
Yes.
Let me go see. Oh my. Okay. I'll look. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. No. What? Okay. I'm looking through my little list here. My little list.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Let me sip some coffee meanwhile.
yeah. Wait. I was slow on the take. Oh,
Ah,
I really
nice.
wanted to. I. It
Well, you
was.
got it. You got it partially. Yes.
It was important.
Yeah.
But exactly. No. But it's like I was saying. I feel like I talk a lot about like rowing, right? Rowing a boat because I feel like that's what I feel like life is. We all have our boat, and I feel like it's important sometimes to remember that life is not a it's not a race, and we're not even going in the same direction. It doesn't matter what your neighbor does, you know. I talked to this guy who told me like I have a dream and it's to open a company, something like that. And then he
Mhm.
starts to talk to me about Bob Nobody. I'm like, I don't know who Bob Nobody is. And he's like, okay, he has the same dream as me, but he has a lot of money because of the heritage, and he was able to
Oh,
open the company, and that's not
yeah,
fair.
I see where
And
this
then
is go. There, I
yeah,
see where this is going.
so basically, I just told him it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter what your neighbor does. You still have to do the things you got to do in life. So
Everyone have their own way.
yeah, it doesn't matter. Like he could have gotten like I don't know, like he could have been the poorest man in the world tomorrow. You still have to work as hard, you know? It doesn't matter how big the neighbor's boat is. It could even be like an automatic boat, right? It could yeah, and it has like all these I don't know how you know the thing you use to like row your boat. But you know,
Maybe it's a boat, maybe it's a yacht, but hey,
yeah, it doesn't
you still
matter.
have your own boat. It floats in your direction.
Yeah, and but that's a motor? No. But no, but like that's the thing. It's like it doesn't matter. And that's the or yeah, the or, you know, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And try to remember that the people who the let's say I don't know, let's say some people want to like stop you, right? Uh
Mhm.
that's nothing but like wind against you, you know? It's they can't actually stop you, you know?
Exactly.
Hmm.
They're the wind, but you be the storm that
Ex
is approaching.
exactly. So the thing is, what I want to say is, we're here, right? We're here. We're how many lives do we have? What happens after death? We don't know. What's the purpose of life? We don't know. That's the truth. And until we don't know, like we're here, we might as make it like the best that we can.
Yeah.
And that's so I feel like that's where dreams come in, you know? If
Yeah,
you
you don't know what happens after, so make all of you can out of what you got now.
Mhm. If you have a dream, go for it. It's not going to be easy, obviously, because we don't choose something easy. We don't choose something. Oh, my dream is to get up and brush my teeth. No, no. It's not even. We don't even think about that for 1 second. But that's why when you think of something really kind of like difficult, like this tall mountain to climb over, you say, "My God, the feeling I'm gonna get, the feeling of achievement I'm gonna get when I'm gonna do it, it's gonna be amazing. That's what will make me feel alive." And I feel like that's the whole purpose of life. Find something you want to do, grab it with both hands, and you go for it. People will try to stop you, and if people try to stop you, you're going in the right direction. You know, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter. It doesn't matter as long as you don't try to stop yourself. Sometimes it's
follow
hard.
your dreams, son.
Yeah, follow them. Sometimes it's gonna be hard. It's okay to slow down, but just don't stop. And if you fall, get back up. It's okay to fall 5, 10, 15 times, get back up 16 times. That's all you need to do. And
You're not gonna hear the bell, so go forward and continue the fight.
yes, because as long as you're alive, there is tomorrow. And you can do anything you want. You can do anything you want. It's all about you. It's all about you.
Yes, amazing words.
So on that, thanks so much, Walter, for coming on to the show, Rising Star, which is, you know, this is about you. Thank you, everybody, for coming. And please,
And thanks for inviting me. Yeah,
yes, please support Walter. And thank you, Walter, so much for coming on the second edition, A Rising Star. I'll see you around. Keep doing your absolute best in streaming. You're an amazing
thank you.
streamer. You're an amazing VTuber. You make the VTuber community so
Ah,
much better. So
thank you.
keep
You too.
keep working hard. And the
Thank
same
you.
thing for in life as well. Keep doing what you do best. You know? You got this. But thank you so
Yeah.
much, and thank you everybody for coming here. My name is Morningstar from Tiki Live. Thank you very much, and together
Thanks, everyone.
we say bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.